My name is Julian Cross, 29, lifelong ghost in my own family. My brother, Lucas, 32, is the sun my parents orbit, money, charm, and a cruelty he calls realism. I'm the lesser son, the afterthought who gets the lecture while he gets the BMW. 3 years ago, he even stole my fiancée. My mother called it an upgrade. My father said it was how the world works. I cut them off and built a consulting firm from nothing. I also met Elena, a public school teacher with a dented Civic and a spine of steel. We married in her parents' backyard, no crosses invited. 8 weeks later, we were expecting. Against my better judgment, I thought a first grandchild might thaw my family. So we went to dinner at the house I grew up in, a museum of polished wood and cold hearts. The announcement. Lucas lounged in my father's chair like a king between campaigns. My mother floated, perfumed and perfect, and my father asked Elena to admire Lucas's international expansion. We waited for appetizers to clear. We're expecting, I said. 3 seconds of silence. Then my father slammed his glass down. The first grandchild will be Lucas's, he said. Not yours. My mother stood, eyes sharp. She turned to Elena and, without warning, struck her. Belly. Elena folded with a gasp. The room spun red. I caught my wife and heard myself roar, "What have you done?" "Get rid of it," my mother said, dusting her hands as if she'd solved a problem. My father added, "Lucas's children will be our heirs. Yours are accidents." Lucas smirked. "Always stealing attention, little brother." Elena's fingers dug into my sleeve. "Julian, something's wrong." I carried her out. My mother laughed as we reached the door. My father called after me, "You walk out, you're cut off." I didn't look back. After tonight, I said, I wouldn't take a penny if I were starving. ER, fluorescent lights. In triage, they whisked Elena away. I paced, replaying every year of favoritism and contempt that should have warned me tonight was possible. Then my father walked in, all controlled authority. "What's the situation?" he asked, like a CEO requesting a status report. "You're serious?" I said. "Your wife assaulted a pregnant woman." "It was an accident," he said. "She was emotional." My mother arrived, mascara blurred, sympathy hollow. "I'm sorry you had to see that," she said. "To see it?" "We're protecting the family's interests," she snapped. "Lucas must carry the line." That's when the automatic doors opened again and the temperature in the room dropped 10 degrees. The unexpected ally. My grandfather, Richard Cross, 83, walked in, ramrod straight, cane clicking. My parents went white. "I heard everything," he said, "and I will not allow this madness to continue." My mother reached for her story. He shut her down with a look. "Do not speak unless I ask you to." Then Tara arrived, Lucas's long-term ex. She faced my grandfather like a witness taking the stand. "Lucas bragged," she said. "He took Julian's fiancée to prove he could take anything Julian loved. Your son and daughter-in-law celebrated it. And for months they've planned to make sure Julian never has children. PIs, smears, whatever it took." My grandfather turned to my parents. "Is this true?" My mother broke first. "We were protecting the heir," she spat. "Julian has always been—" "What?" I asked. "Say it." "A disappointment." The nurse wheeled Elena back in, pale, upright, furious. "I want to press charges," she told the social worker who'd just arrived. Pandemonium. The social worker calmly took statements. My father begged for family privacy. I laughed. "You told me my child has no place in this family. That's not family. That's a conspiracy." Lucas strolled in, assessed the damage, and instantly abandoned ship. "I never said, 'Commit felonies,'" he told my father. "You're on your own." My grandfather delivered the verdict. "Thomas, you are no longer my son. From this day forward, Julian is my heir, not Lucas." Silence. Even the air vents listened. The social worker filed for a restraining order against my parents. Security escorted them out, my father weeping, my mother oscillating between rage and panic. Lucas vanished like smoke. Elena's parents arrived, warm, protective. My grandfather shook their hands. "You raised a remarkable woman," he said. For the first time in my life, those words were in the Cross family vocabulary. What we build from ashes. At home, grandfather apologized for not intervening sooner. Tara admitted she'd called him months ago, finally tired of being complicit. We made tea, checked the locks, and breathed. Grandfather offered his fortune. I declined. "Help with education," Elena said, "not lifestyle." "Done," he said. "The rest you'll build yourselves. I'd like the privilege of watching." For 7 months, the restraining order kept our lives quiet. Lucas fled the blast radius. My parents disappeared into lawyers and silence. We painted a nursery, argued about names, learned the breathing exercises I promptly forgot. Sophia, 16 hours into labor, Elena squeezed my bones to dust, laughed at my terrible pep talks, and made the bravest push I've ever witnessed. Our daughter arrived, outraged, perfect. "Sophia," we whispered together. I cut the cord with shaking hands. Grandfather held her like a relic and cried. Elena's parents kissed her tiny brow. Tara snapped a photo and became Aunt Tara by acclamation. The room filled, not with crosses who counted stock options, but with people who chose us and whom we chose back. I looked at Sophia's scrunched, furious face and felt something break cleanly inside me. The old cross legacy, favoritism, control, blood over love, ended on her first breath. My parents can't touch this moment. They can't reframe it, price it, or punish it. They chose money over blood and lost both. We choose differently. "Welcome to the world, Sophia Cross," I whispered, her fingers wrapped around my thumb like a promise. "You will never have to compete for love. Not in this family." And somewhere in that small, fierce cry, I heard what I'd been waiting my whole life to hear. A new beginning, a better legacy. Ours.